The macrocosm is the whole of a complex structure, especially the world or the universe, contrasted with a small or representative part of it, i.e. the microcosm. The macrocosm is the manifest entirety of the universe and all of its creations, functions, and essence. In other words, the macrocosm is everything that exists. It's another word for the universe or cosmos. If you know that micro means small and macro means large, that can help you remember the meaning of this word. The macrocosm is the largest thing there is, since it's a word for everything in existence. The microcosm can be defined as a community, place, or situation regarded as encapsulating in miniature the characteristics of something much larger, such as the microcosm encapsulating and expressing the macrocosm. The microcosm can also be regarded as humankind representing in a miniature the universe, meaning that all the star systems, planets, constellations, nebulas, and dimensions of the universe exist within the miniature manifestation of the human. The human body is a microcosm of the universe. Subatomic particles are a microcosm of stars. Outer space is inner space and is accessed by going within. What is outside is also within. The microcosm represents the infinite expressing itself through the finite. The finite is essentially, by definition, the opposite of infinite. However, as it is understood through the macrocosm and microcosm, we could see that the infinite is the opposite of the infinite, and your individual expression, being a finite remnant, is still infinite, but a reflection of the infinite macrocosm. The metacosm, by definition, is the open-ended nature of all in existence. A metacosm is a system that includes cosmos systems, such as the macrocosm, mesocosm, and microcosm. It can also refer to a field of higher forces that is beyond the macrocosm, or a manifestation of God. A metacosm can also be described as a complex that has three main domains: a transcendent field of higher force, a central world of acting peers, and a supporting world of fundamental objects. The relationship between these three domains is relative to the frame of reference, and it can reveal structural parallels between different systems. In this context, we are speaking of the metacosm as an open-ended energy source, or a comprehensive microcosm that has revealed itself as an emanation of the macrocosm, becoming an open-ended circuit that controls the mesocosm. Mesocosm comes from the Greek word meso, meaning medium, and world, meaning cosm. These medium worlds consist of living components such as plants, animals, and bacteria, and elemental components like water, sand, and rocks. From an alchemical viewpoint, we perceive the Mesocosm as the externalized factors that fall under the orchestration of the metacosmic mind, or the microcosm, having an expansionistic consciousness through metacosmic polymerization, which allows for the control of elemental forces that exist within the world systems and dimensions.
Supernal Metakinesis.
Supernal means the relation to things of the celestial heavens, of exceptional quality or extent. It describes things beyond the corporeal materialism of empiricism. Metakinesis, from the Latin words meta and kinesis, meaning to move and apart, respectively. Metakinesis has multiple meanings, including cell division or cranial kinesis, which is the movement of the skeletal brain case relative to the rest of the skull. It is also a superpower that allows one to tap into the collective consciousness of the collective universe. Thus, supernal metakinesis refers to the separation of spirit from the body, which is a major step in the alchemical transmutation of apotheotic transfiguration. Apotheosis is the elevation of someone to divine status, or the highest point in the development of something, a culmination or climax. And transfiguration is a complete change of form or appearance into a more beautiful spiritual state. Supernal metakinesis results in metacosmic polymerization. In the instance of metacosmic polymerization, meta is being used to refer to something open-ended, and cosmic is meaning world. Thus, Metacosm is the individuated unit that functions open-endedly, or to be one with the cosmos whilst maintaining an individualized consciousness. And polymerization is a chemical reaction that joins smaller molecules called monomers to form larger molecules, or polymers. The word polymer comes from the Greek word polymeros, which means having many parts. Metacosmic polymerization is when a particularized individual, open-ended life unit innovates the universe as its central nervous system. The individual and universal become united, or the microcosm and macrocosm become the metacosm, which is individualized universality. Consciousness becomes aware of both its individual and universal parts, and unites them. Becoming greater than the sum of its parts reaches apotheosis. From separation comes unity, and from that unity comes apotheosis. That is, if consciousness can maintain an individual state whilst experiencing high levels of oneness and bliss.